We're with Yamaha alto saxophone YAS 480, and its serial number is, as we can see, R73398. First thing I noticed on this sax is that this tenon receiver screw is snapped off inside there. So we're going to get that out, and then we're going to replace it with a brand new tenon receiver screw. Also, there's some damage on the octave register mechanism. That's just here. And I'm going to get this straightened, and I'm going to get this little bit of binding that is in there. There's just a little bit of something going on there. And we're going to get this off and get the binding out of the hinge tube and the rod. Make sure the rod's straight also. Sax is a year old, I'm told. It doesn't look like it's a year old, as in the keys and the pads. But anyway, I believe it, completely I believe it. The scenario as far as seating and regulation is typically not that great. Pads are not seated and pads are not regulated, as we can see out the back here on this guy here. You can see that when we first touch, just light play like we like to do, you can see there's a lot of leaks going on, and that's not going to help the sax work at all. Both stacks, both the left and the right stacks, are a little bit sketchy in as much as these pads are not seated and they're not regulated. So we need to get these seated and regulated, especially the C. It's a little not how it's supposed to be there. Let's zoom in on the C, zooming in, boom. All right, so we can see there's issues with seating and regulation, and that's okay. How are the bell keys looking? How the bell keys looking? This is how the bell keys are looking. They're looking like that. Let's zoom out so we can see properly. And apologies for the bad camera work. It's a little difficult holding the sax, manipulating the keywork, and holding the camera. It's always a little tricky. We're going to actually do a play test. Let's see how this thing is sounding with this amount of unseated pads and unregulated keywork. These Yamahas play pretty good on leaks, but I'm sure it's going to be stalling. That's all supposed to be the low octave first register of the horn. To jump up to the second octave. That's just the leaks. I'm playing light fingers, just just want to play when you're really light. Yeah, all right. It's playing pretty rubbish. We'll get this to play really nice. Nice engraving, nice condition, all the bodywork. Just apart from this is loose as well. This tenon and tenon receiver, but we'll get this married better. There's been some cork grease put on here we don't want, We want to keep this clean, but we want this to marry better, and we need the 10-inch screw in here, and we need our register mechanism working, and we need it to be seated and regulated, and that's what's going to happen. We'll give it a bit of a clean the pads as well, etc.